funky.
G'day guys, David here from Geekbyte and welcome back to another episode of Is it Dank or Does it Stank? And today we're going to be taking a look at the HBQ i7 wireless earphones. So these are basically a fake version of Apple's AirPods. They're headphones that connect wirelessly to your phone via Bluetooth. These cost me $19 online from Amazon. Usually you'll spend around $170 if you're buying proper Apple AirPods from Apple. It says on the side here, passing 3,000 time human ear test. I don't think I've seen that written on any of Apple's packaging, so take that, Apple. Ha! So on the outside, the design does look very similar to the Apple AirPods. Hang on a second. Okay, so there's a pretty big issue here. It appears that they've only sent me one earphone. So all we've got in the box here is one earphone. I was going to say a micro USB cable, but it's not a micro USB cable. It's got its own sort of proprietary little input there. So I'm guessing that plugs into the bottom here. Yes, just like that. So that is a pretty horrendous start. Also, it's the left earphone. If I was only going to get one earphone, I actually would have rather had the right one, but that doesn't fit. Alright, good start. The size does seem a little bit bulkier than Apple's AirPods as well. So let's connect it to my phone then, I guess. The sound is actually pretty clear, but no bass to it whatsoever. Not super good for listening to music. I mean, it sounds fine, like the music sounds fine, but it is pretty clear that this was made more for someone using it as a Bluetooth receiver when making phone calls. Now it does have a microphone on it. The microphone is on the outside of the device right here. I think with the Apple AirPods, it's actually down the bottom, so it's closer to where your mouth is and it's sort of more directional that way. I don't know how a microphone on the outside pointing outwards will work, but let's test that out right now. Okay, so we're recording through the microphone on this earpod now. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Does this earpod microphone work for me?
Okay, so we're recording through the microphone on this earpod now. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Does this earpod microphone work for me?
That microphone quality might actually be the worst microphone I have ever heard on a pair of Bluetooth wireless earphones. Now it has also got a button on the outside here so you can control music. So let's try that. It's a little bit unresponsive actually. There's actually a huge delay on that. Oh, okay, so I just double tapped it and it called my mum, so I guess that's call your mum mode. So it's got a fair few functions here. You're able to answer calls, you're able to hang up on calls, you can play music, you can pause music. It doesn't say anything about changing music, so you can't skip songs as far as I'm aware, which is pretty annoying because that is a fairly basic thing that most Bluetooth headphones should do. I think that there are a lot of other options out there on the market for cheap Bluetooth headphones that are wireless that don't actually necessarily look like Apple AirPods but still work quite well. I don't think you guys need to take a look at getting one of these. Like, you look at this and you think, well, maybe I will be able to get these instead of the Apple AirPods just as like a cheap option, but it's like, I mean, no, don't even bother. For all those people out there that only have one ear, Van Gogh, I'm talking to you, people like you that only have one ear, you only really need one earpod. For me, personally, I am blessed with 2 ears, so I do actually need the other one in the other side. But even if this came with the right earphone and still had the same quality, I still don't think it's even worth the $19 that I spent on it. The microphone quality is horrible, there's not really a lot of things you can do with it, just really sort of bare basics. And the sound quality is okay, but not really incredible. So is it dank or does it stank? Guys, I think this one stinks. But if you guys want to check it out for yourself, make sure you tap the link in the description below. It is only $19, so, you know, have a go at trying it out if you want to try it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.